Called one of the DMV's hottest new jazz singers, Dominique Bianco has been featured in multiple publications with a voice that has been compared to Ella Fitzgerald's. Named a finalist for the 2022 International Ella Fitzgerald Vocal Competition, Dominique has also recently released her debut EP, I'm All Smiles.
And when she's not performing at some of the most prestigious venues on the East Coast, she can be found teaching private vocal and piano lessons at her own studio. We're now joined by the award-winning jazz vocalist who is here to share with us her musical journey. Welcome, Dominique. We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Even your speaking voice is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Do you do adult vocal lessons?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, good.
Teach all ages, yeah.
Oh, look, we need to sign out, girl.
Yeah, yeah. How did you get into jazz music?
Yeah, so my dad sings and plays guitar, and so growing up, we would drive around and listen to Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. I was born and raised in Staten Island, New York, and just Italian culture, just being surrounded by just those crooners, that crooner sound, and just Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Ella Fitzgerald would be playing in the car with my parents and grandparents.
So we're crediting Dad with exposure.
100%. Mom is fully supportive.
Yeah.
She is not musical, but she is extremely intelligent and very supportive of like the whole journey.
So what's your musical background? You mentioned you're teaching vocal now and piano. So did you have a background in vocal or piano lessons as a child?
Yeah, so I took piano lessons as a child, but I didn't really know that they were. It was weird. I would go to this woman's house and we would literally just be sitting on the floor with a piano in front of me. Yeah. And we'd just be singing, and it just felt like, honestly, she was like a babysitter. And it was really strange, and I didn't remember it until I was much older. And I remember asking my mom, like, I remember being in this house with a piano in front of me. What was that? She was like, those were your first like singing lessons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
isn't that cool? Music is so powerful. Even this is kind of off topic a little bit, but even like when you get older and some people have dementia, how cool it is that like some of those musical memories can last like far out, longer than anything else that you've been through in life. So it's just so cool.
Yeah.
How we talked about you've recently released that I'm All Smiles. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so it's my first like debut project.
Nice.
And it's like self-produced, self-made, and there's no label, there's no, it's a small team of people that helped me, that I've hired, and it features trumpet player Benny Vinak III, Elijah Jamal Ballbed, who also helped me produce it. And it just was a very scary process because I didn't really know anything about releasing music, and I just dived in head first. And coming out of, I started recording it my last year of college.
Wow.
And I just wanted it, as soon as I got out into the world, I wanted something physical to present,
And how do you pick the songs you perform? I'm assuming you pull on some of those influences from your childhood, but also what is the songwriting process like? Yeah,
so when I pick a song, it's usually has something about it, whether it's the chord progression or the melody that just kind of attracts me. Obscure melodies or just things that are really catchy that get stuck in your head. I used to get melodies stuck in my brother's head to the point where he'd have to like walk around the house singing the ABCs to try to get it out. He'd literally be going crazy. But I just pick tunes that really speak to me, whether it's the lyrics, the chords, or the melody. And as far as songwriting goes, if I have like a little thing stuck in my head that I've created, it's easy to forget it and just to move on. But I try to really focus on those things, record them as soon as I hear them, and try to mess around with it for months. It could take an hour to come up with a song, or many months to let it process. And I think about it more in terms of like incubating.
Yeah, yeah.
And how many? We probably don't know how many different songs you've released, but do you have like different albums, or how many have you done?
Yeah, so it's just this one EP so far. I was putting out like little singles when I was in college just to have something on platforms. So when I would try to get gigs or get booked, I was able to present something. But this was the first official, very well produced, more polished version of myself. I'm All Smiles EP, which has 4 songs available on like all streaming platforms, and I'm coming out with 2 new singles with my organ quintet, which is like my new project. One of them is an original, and the other one is an arranged American Songbook standard.
Nice, and we get to hear some of that today, so we're looking forward to that.